If you're here, you're probably a first-time buyer, you're scared to get started, you don't know where to get started, and you have many questions that you don't know where to get answered. Today, we will answer the top 3 questions for most first-time buyers. We will have a special guest, Jose Perez from Performance Realtors, and we will be doing a giveaway. Let's go! Okay, welcome to the Real Talk podcast. This is our first video. There's going to be some mess ups. It's going to happen, all right? So, all right, let's go. Let's get started. So I got a message from somebody on Facebook, and this is what it said. It says, sorry, I was kind of shy to be the first one to comment. Can you talk about advice for first-time buyers and just advice in general? I would like to buy my first home, but honestly, I have no idea even where to start or what advice to ask for. Anyway, thank you. I'll be looking forward to the podcast. Good luck. There's always people watching, but always too shy to comment. So on that topic, let's jump right in. Whenever, let's say, I'm Edgar, Jose, what do? I have no idea. I'm lost. I have no clue where I'm at. And
honestly, that's very common amongst first-time home buyers. Like it said, they're intimidated. They just don't know where to start. My best recommendation would be just reach out. That way we can schedule a buyer's consultation. That's when we're able to answer all of their questions.
So let me pause you. What's a buyer's consultation?
So a buyer's consultation is we go to my office, we sit one-on-one, you write down all the questions you might have, that way I can answer them for you, and we go over the whole process from step 1 to when I give you guys the keys. We'll explain the market, we'll get you set with the lender to get pre-approved. We go over what escrow is, because we all hear the word escrow, right? We hear it all the time.
It's an account, no?
But nobody really knows what the whole escrow process is, right? We'll explain the contingencies, what contingencies are, how they protect you as a buyer.
So we don't get too far into and scare people, because that's the point of it.
Okay.
There's a lot to it, right? There's a humongous process to the home buying process. And what's your job here? To make it nothing for me, right? To me as a consumer.
To take all the stress off your shoulders and take care of it myself.
Okay, cool.
My best recommendation is schedule the consultation and get as informed as possible from there.
Okay, cool.
That's the first step.
Okay, cool. So the first step would be get informed. Now, let's talking about an actual step to take, because you tell them get informed. It's like, okay, but who do I ask?
Oh yeah, reach out.
Okay,
reach out. Send me a message. Send me an email, a text message. Call me. Just get in touch with me, and we'll schedule that consultation that's needed.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave names out, but for this person that replied to us, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It gives us stuff to talk about that's informative. But okay, let's talk to this person directly. What should be their first step? Don't just say get informed. Who does she reach out to?
Call me.
Should she reach out to a lender, a realtor?
A realtor. Just call a realtor if she knows one. If not, I'm here to help. Just reach out. We'll set the appointment just based on what their work schedule is like, and we'll get it going from there.
And that's not to say that you shouldn't reach out to anybody else prior. Obviously, I would say you can reach out to a lender as well, or a friend, family, but try to talk to someone that's in the business more than anything, because we all hear the market's going to crash, right? The market's whatever. So you want to stay away from people that aren't really knowledgeable of the market, as you would say, I guess. All right, so let's see. One of the most popular questions as well, other than where do I get started, is what if I don't think I'm ready? Whatever the reason may be. So let's just say it's credit, it's money, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What if I'm intimidated? What if I don't want you to know that I'm not ready, but maybe I am, maybe I'm not? What?
Yeah, a lot of people might think that, I'm not sure if I'm ready. And we have to identify why they think they're not ready, whether it be, like you said, their money, their credit, their job history. If it's maybe their money, who knows, right? Maybe they have a little bit of money saved up, but maybe there's programs out there to help them. So you never really know, right, until you meet with somebody and go over why it is that you think you're not ready. If it could be your credit score, then that's what we're here to help as well. Set you up with a professional, get your credit where it needs to be.
Okay, cool. So and not to get too far deep into what can stop you from buying a house. There's many things that can stop you, and then there's a lot of not stop you, pause you, right? Because you're not stopping, you're taking a pause, fixing what's wrong, and proceeding. But there's also many people, and I think I run into this a lot more than you, because I actually see what exactly it is that's stopping them, and then I just send you an email and say, hey, it's gonna be about a month, right?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times I have people come in, they're like, my credit's not that great, and I only have about so much money saved up and whatever the case may be, and then you run their credit and they're like at a 750. I'm like, who told you your credit's not good?
Yeah.
Well, my dad has a 900. I'm like, well, he's the one out of a million that has that. So don't be so scared about your credit score. And then, to be honest, on the lending side of it, you can buy a house with a 620. And I mean, if you look at it like in the car industry, you cannot buy a car with a 620, and if you can, you're gonna get a 20% interest rate.
Yeah.
Here it's a little bit different because they take the whole thing into consideration, right? Okay, so you have anything else to touch on that topic?
No, I mean, my suggestion, let's identify why you think you're not ready, and like you said, who knows? Maybe they are.
Okay. Yeah. And if you are ready, I mean, perfect. If you're not, then perfect as well. But get started because if you start in a month, you're still starting at zero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I try telling people that, but they don't see it that way. And I get it. Like, a lot of people are probably also scared, like they'll be judged. Like I'm assuming, especially I'm sure you work with a lot of family. I do too. And when they send them over, whenever they come over and they're like, oh, hey, they try to like justify why their credit's not 800. It's like, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
You have a collection. I mean, we all had bad credit at one point. I can relate. I had bad credit. And there's always a way out. Whether it be credit repair, whether it be let it fall off after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could both agree. We see credit scores from 500 to 800.
Well, you don't really see credits, but what's the lowest that you've heard someone tell you that a person had?
I don't know. I really can't remember.
I won't touch that topic because they're going to say he's exposing me.
Like you said, we're not here to judge you, right? We're here to help. And if it takes a little bit longer than others, that's fine. That we're still here to help. You know,
of course. Okay, so let's go with the last question. And this is one that I want you to be 100% honest. Talk from within. Let's say you don't have a home. First time buyer. Okay. You're not a realtor. It's hard to relate because you're in the industry.
Yeah.
But let's say, how long have you been in the industry? 4 years? 5 years?
A little over 4 years.
Okay, so let's just call it 5. So 6 years ago, today, you need a house. You're renting. You're gonna get evicted in 2 months. You got a 60-day notice. You're debating with whether to buy or to keep renting somewhere else because you're hearing the almighty, the market's gonna crash. Whether it be from us, from an uncle, from a dad, from a sister, the market's going to crash. So it's impossible that they keep rising at this rate. Realistically, with proven facts, and we don't have them in front of us. It's our first video. We don't have them in front of us, but with proven facts, if you know them off the top of your head, is now a good time to buy? Compared to whatever you want. Like, compared to 10 years ago, compared to last year, compared to today. Like, what is today really genuinely a good time to buy?
I mean, that's a tricky situation. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I think the best time to buy is when you're ready, when you need to buy, right? Interest rates are still, somewhat low, not as low as they were a couple months, but I mean, when I started in this business, they were at 5.5%, so they're still lower than that, right? And I mean, you're better at this than I am, but they seem to be still climbing, right? And 6 years, like I know it's funny how you said 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, I was trying to buy my first house. Unfortunately, I didn't qualify at that time. I had just, gotten laid off from the oil field. You
guys believe him? He's just trying to relate.
I had gotten laid off from the oil field, so, I had a rent. I had a rent for about 2 years. And, rent was affordable, but, I paid about $1,000 a month. But if you think about it, in those 2 years, I threw away $24,000.
Well, see, and then we'll go to where you started with this conversation. It's when you're ready. So you're not throwing. Essentially, you're throwing them away because you're paying someone else's mortgage. Yeah. Of course, we all know that.
Yeah, I guess you're paying for a roof over your head.
Exactly.
Right?
So I don't think that's money thrown away. I think if you're choosing to rent, if like I qualify for a home, but I know the market's gonna crash, so I'm gonna wait for 2 years. If you're choosing that, then you're throwing that money away.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If the market crashes, it's not going to be $300,000. A $300,000 home is not going to be worth $50,000.
Yeah.
It's going to go down to $200, $250, if that, whatever. We can't predict it. But what I'm saying is, like, you're essentially throwing that money away. So in the sense, 2 years from now, you're technically losing that $24,000 to $50,000. I don't know how much people paying rent, but So, but anyway,
even with rents being high, I mean, I think the best example that we can both give is I just bought a house a little over a year ago. Right? You bought a house about 2 years ago, and another one just a couple months ago. Do would we really be buying houses right now?
Of course.
If we thought the market was going to crash?
I've always said that. I've always said that. You think because we all have the family members. We all have the friends that.
Unfortunately, I don't have a crystal ball in front of me. They probably do.
Yeah, they do. They don't
but I don't. I can't really tell you the future.
I hear this at family gatherings all the time. It's like, no, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because it's a bad time to buy. Okay, so I might be the dumb guy here. Like I might be the dumb guy that's buying houses knowing I'm gonna fucking lose them. But I mean, if you really think I would be doing that if I knew, so like genuinely, I would not put my family in a position to where like I'm gonna close on this loan, but I know in a month the market's gonna crash. But I'm just trying to make my quick buck. Like, why?
And it just numbers don't lie, and the numbers are there. It's a completely different market than when it crashed in 08, 09.
Well, there's many reasons to it. This is a whole different topic, but there's many reasons to why it's very different. I mean, on the lending side of it, I mean, back then if you had a heartbeat, I mean, even if you were skipping a beat here and there, you can still buy a house as long as you were breathing.
Yeah.
Right?
Stated incomes, arms.
With an oxygen tank or something. But if you were breathing, you can buy a house. Today, for those of you, most of you that are watching this video or not, who knows, are first-time buyers or, I don't know. But if you're a first-time buyer, it's not as scary as you think. And I think my biggest advice would be stop listening to the rumors and just find out really where you stand. If you come in and, you know what, you're pre-approved for X amount, and you look for a house and you don't find anything, you're like, you didn't lose anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everyone tells you, you get a hard inquiry on your credit and it goes down. Yeah, it goes down like 2 points. Like, do I prefer I mean, everyone's different, right? If you already have bad credit or you have good credit. But what I'm saying is like the impact on your credit isn't significant enough to say I don't want to do it because of that. Like, I'm simply not going to buy a house because my credit's going to go down by 2 points or 10 points. Like, if you really want to buy a house, and we'll go back to what you said right now. And I don't want to put names out there, obviously, because it's personal. But I do have a past experience not too long ago where a person came in and he had just filed for bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. I hate that I'm saying he and she. I shouldn't say, but no one knows the name. Anyway, so he came in. He was trying to buy a house, but he had just filed bankruptcy the year prior. Yeah. So we won't get into rules and regulations of FHA and conventional. But point is that he had to wait 2 years from the day that the bankruptcy was filed. So, long story short, if he would have bought in 2020, I mean, his rate would have probably been, I don't know, low threes. Yeah. Today he's ready now. He not today, but in the last couple months, he's ready now. And his rate's higher. But what do I get out of holding on to the past or waiting for the future? Mm-hmm. If today is when I'm ready and I need to buy a home for my family? Yeah. But I guess okay. So we'll answer them really fast. I'm new to the market. First step, I'm very scared. Just get started. Just open the door. Yeah. Open the door and see what's in the closet.
Yeah, reach out. Give me a call, send me a text, set up a consultation. From there, we'll identify why you think you're not ready. Or, I mean, if you're like, I think I'm ready to go, well, then let's get it going. After that, they'll meet with you, go over the numbers. And
step two. So what if, well, first step, is to buy your consultation. Then so that you know what the market's like. Yeah. Let's say it in very simple terms. Yeah. You know what to expect. You know what it's going to be like to submit an offer. You know what it's going to be like when you get it accepted. Mm-hmm. You know the process from A to Z. Yeah. Everything. Okay. Step number 2, your agent will send you to a real lender. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I hope that's me. But they'll send you to a lender. That lender will then now attempt to pre-approve you. Yeah. If anything is missing, if you need more money in the bank, if whatever it is, we will point you in the right direction. We call it a mortgage plan. Mm-hmm. So we'll put you in a mortgage plan, again, point A to point Z of pre-qualification. Last question is it a good time to buy? I think we can both agree that genuinely, yes, it is. There's no signs of the market crashing. We really don't see it. And when I say we, I don't mean me and you. I mean professionals, people who do this for a living, who predict. They don't predict, but they try and predict what's going to happen. None of them are pointing towards the market crashing. Yeah. The only people that think the market are going to crash is my uncle down the street. That's a guru, but that only owns one house. So it's just like, I don't mean to talk shit or nothing, but that's just like what it is. Yeah. So let's end on the fun note now. We talked a lot of crap. All right. All right. So you guys will see this in the sum up of this video. And if so, you're here now watching it again, right? So we're going to give away a pair of Dodger tickets to opening day weekend. There's going to be 2 tickets for opening day weekend. We're not sure what day yet because we might be joining you guys. So we're still debating that, but we will give that away to. Well, you'll be entered in a raffle. The first 5 people to message me. You're gonna message me right after I post this video and you watch it, and you're gonna say, "Hey, I saw your video and I want the Dodger tickets." That's what you're gonna message me. You message me that. The first 5 people get 5 raffle tickets each to that raffle. After those 5 people, what you have to do is you're going to go back to my page. I'm going to make a post about this video. It's going to be either a reel or a TikTok or both.
Yeah.
You're going to share the reel. You're going to go to my page and like the post about this video. And you're going to tag 3 people. You have to be following my page. Okay? Well, yeah, my page. The podcast page. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys are here watching us. I hope 10 videos from now, I look back at this one, I'm like, damn, that was fucked up. But hey, the point is to progress. And I was talking to Joe yesterday. I was planning on holding this off, to be honest with you guys. I was holding this off, and I was like, I'm going to buy badass cameras. I want to decorate the walls, and it's all coming. It's all coming. The Lender Edgar here with you guys, and I'm glad you guys just watched the Real Talk podcast. And who are you?
Real estate advisor, Jose Perez. I do have one question for you, though, before we end.
What's up? Hey.
What's that guy?
Oh, you! I didn't want you to call him out. that guy.
I mean, he can't just be staring at me the whole time.
He's a secret sauce. That's the secret sauce of the show. He's gonna be the good luck gnome. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so yeah, thank you guys for watching and be tuned. So all episodes are gonna be Monday nights. Every Monday night, there's gonna be an episode. Holding you accountable if I don't freaking post one. Every single Monday, we're gonna be doing it. Different guests every time. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna come back. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to either one of us. But just get started. Do us the favor, get started. We want to help you buy a house.
Do it.